Finally time for some Foodie Friday. A Portland Japanese restaurant is sticking to its outdoor roots. Takibi, near Northwest Flanders Street and 23rd, was developed by the outdoor retailer Snow Peak.
All right, I promised you a little fun fact about Takibi. That fun fact is that in Japanese, Takibi actually means bonfire. Pretty cool. So their menu celebrates bonds built by the campfire. So that's where you get that symbolism out of that.
Nice.
Joining us live now with more on their menu and their new dinner series is executive chef Cody Auger, and he's joined by Jim Meehan, beverage director at Takibi. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Well, appreciate it. So, first of all, cool spot. Really excited to talk about it. You recently launched a weekly dinner series, though, called Garden Gatherings. Tell us exactly what this is about.
So, for the last year, we've been serving dinner here inside the restaurant. Cody's actually standing in front of our wood-fired hearth, which is our Takibi inside. But one of the things we've always wanted to do is activate a lot of the Snow Peak products that we aren't able to use in the restaurant outside. So things like our IG table, our titanium ware. And so the idea came about to do a special menu outside where where Cody's able to cook a special meal that we don't offer inside, and I'm able to pair wine, beer, spirits, cocktails, teas and coffees that we don't serve here as well, for something that's a little more intimate and a little more experiential.
That is so neat. So now, Jim, for anyone who's unfamiliar, this is such a cool concept because Takibi is a restaurant located in Snow Peak's U.S. headquarters. So tell us kind of how that all comes together, the vibe of the restaurant. I would imagine it's very closely tied into the seasons and the outdoors.
Yeah, I think that, with Takibi being part of Snow Peak, our COO, Matt Little, has always said that Takibi is the most intimate experience that our guests will have with Snow Peak, because we're actually with them, working with the equipment, and people are eating with it or eating on it, or we're cooking with it. So it's a great way for us to bring the Snow Peak brand to life here in the restaurant. As far as the seasons go, what Cody and I have, as Pacific Northwesterners, have tried to do is to bring a uniquely Pacific Northwestern feel to Japanese cuisine. Snow Peak's a Japanese company, but that being said, we felt one of the best ways to express Japanese culture is to situate it right here in Portland in the Pacific Northwest.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk about the food. Chef Cody, I know you're going to present something for us, but so as you're doing that, take us through what it is that you're making and just the general style that you cook with at Takibi.
So my background in food is mostly in sushi. So this is definitely a little bit of a different style of food that I'm used to. So we are doing more of like a tapas style izakaya experience, centered around the wood hearth, and like Jim was saying, seasonal ingredients from both here in Japan. So that, I would say, is kind of like the main style in which we were cooking. The difference with the garden gatherings in comparison to what we're doing here in the restaurant would be, I think that one of the main goals of Snow Peak as a brand is to gather folks around fire. And that's kind of something that we're doing at a more intimate level outside, where we can do some more plated dishes that are kind of more individualized, less of a share idea, and just something fun that we're not doing in the restaurant.
Oh man, it just sounds like so much fun. I know we wanted to ask you about the smoked mackerel. So smoked mackerel with dashi rabe and kimizu sauce and shisho, these flavors. It just sounds like it's going to be just like umami explosion.
Totally.
Yeah, so we're just trying to, again, stick to the seasons. We've got a local rabe that's been blanched quickly and then marinated in dashi to just kind of boost umami and add an element that matches the mackerel. The mackerel is basically pickled shime saba style, so vinegar and salt, and then it's getting smoked in one of the Snow Peak smokers and brought out, and we're topping it with a little kimizu, which is basically an egg yolk and vinegar sauce. A little bit of natto in there as well.
Cody, do me a favor. Can you pick up that plate? Our graphic is like just covering it. So I just want you to hold it up so we can see it. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh, and a little fresh wasabi to finish it off there.
Yeah, that sounds, especially this time of year,
Chef's
just
kiss.
like that just sounds perfect.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. Okay, and then Jim, you've got a drink from the dinner series that you wanted to show us this morning. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so we, as I said, I try to use the whole beverage program. So wine, beer, sake, tea, coffee, cocktails, spirits. This is the final course on the NA pairing menu. It's called the Earth and Delight. It's a play on an oat matcha latte, which is really popular here in Oregon. It's 3/4 of an ounce of Mizuba's Yorikobi matcha. It's a little bit of sugar to sweeten that. It's 1.5 ounces of Wilderton's Earthen, which is a really aromatic, non-alcoholic spirit from here in the Hood River.
Oh yeah, we love Wilderton.
2 ounces of oat milk, and that gets shaken and strained and served in a coupe.
Ooh.
Nice touch.
With the nutmeg. I'm sorry, with the matcha. One of the things that this drink illustrates is what we're doing with all of our mixed drinks here is mixing ingredients from Oregon with Japan. So the non-alcoholic distillate is from the Hood River, and then obviously the matcha is from Japan. So the spirit portion of this drink is a drink that's made with kodizamazake with a local coffee liqueur and a Japanese vodka. So once again, a creamy finish to Cody's light, really sort of flavorful Japanese fare.
Oh, that's awesome.
That sounds really good. What I like about this combo, kind of similar to sushi, which would make sense, is like you can have, you know, this kind of portion be full but not feel like overly full.
Yeah.
And just that flavor just pops.
Well,
so
and to get
really
to sit
cool.
there and really just enjoy the experience of dining too.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fun.
Really cool ambiance. All right. Well, Chef Cody and Jim, appreciate you showing us the ins and outs of Takibi. Really cool spot. So I'm sure we'll be talking to you again soon. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Take care. And again, Takibi located on Northwest Flanders, near 23rd Ave, there on the northwest side. So for reservations and to check out their menu, you can go to takibipdx.com.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like
that. It's been on my
that.
list
was fun.
for a while. I got to get out there. Yeah.